four things that's stopping you from getting into Harvard, or four things that differentiate between you and a Harvard student. So we all know that a Harvard student is someone who's really smart, with really great study techniques, and the top 1% of the student group. But let me just tell you something. You can be one among them. But what you have to do, follow these scientifically approved study techniques, which all of those Harvard students actually follow. So, what are these tips, and what do we have to do to follow the footsteps of the Harvard students? So, let me just start with something basic. First of all, when you study something key, when you study something important, you have to understand it, and you have to memorize whatever you have to memorize. After all of that, you have to recite that to yourself, because reciting, when you recite, you know if you're making a mistake, if you're forgetting a point or anything, you will be able to know that. And after you start looking at your notes, you'll be reading every line by line. You'll be getting a very good view of whatever the chapter is after you finish reading the notes. But the next day, you will not remember anything. If you just start to forget everything you study, you feel like you've been spending a lot of time than others to study, but you're forgetting everything you study the next morning, because you know what the question is and you know what the answer is, but it's just not in your mind right now. If you feel that way, then you have to be learning this technique, what you call as blurting. I've been talking about this thing for a whole lot of time, but I'm not sure if you guys have watched my old videos, but let me just tell you what blurting actually is in a short synopsis. So first of all, when you look at the term blurting, it is basically you just study a concept, you have to be writing every single thing you remember down with a pen and a paper. And after you actually do so, you have to be reading your original notes as well as what you've written right now. And now you have to sense what word you've actually missed out. So when you understand what you missed out, you have to be reading that once again and do it fine. After you're fine tuning one set to the next set to the next set, one time you'll be reaching perfection, and that is the time when you're truly a master of that certain lesson, and that is just it. And that's how we actually master a particular concept when it comes to learning. And let me just talk about what else you have to be looking at. You have to be using the Pomodoro technique. A lot of people would have talked about this might seem like an old technique. A lot of people say that spend a lot of hours to study. Just start to get the habit of sitting in one place for 1.5 hours, 2 hours, or 3 hours at one stretch and study. That is when you look into a locked in zone. You lock in and you start studying. But that's not how it works. 50 minutes, your brain is able to concentrate. After 15 minutes, just take a 10 minutes of break. And after that, here you go with the next set. Repeat that for 3 times and then take a big break, as such a break which is going to satisfy your rest time. So that's exactly how you take a break, and that's exactly how you study to get into a hour. And another thing is that you don't teach whatever you study to another person. You have to be teaching whatever you're studying to another person, because teaching is scientifically approved that it is the best method to basically share your concepts or the knowledge that you're actually learning to another person. You have to be teaching to another person. Let it not be anyone. Let it be your own friend, or just go stand in front of the mirror and recite whatever we have studied. Just think of the mirror as your audience. Talk about what you've studied. Any concept, just you have the mirror. It's your biggest friend, your biggest ally. Go on to the mirror. Start talking about what you've studied. Just do it and lock in before it's too late. I'll meet you tomorrow in a new video, and then bye, see you later. And that's how Harvard students study. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe this video. I'll meet you tomorrow in a new video. Bye.